What's good, producers? It's Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com here with another Producer Motivation 911. Today we're going to be discussing the benefits of offering bulk discounts. Now, I know there's probably some producers out there that are confused about what bulk discounts are, and they probably get them mixed up with coupons. Now, coupons could be like you offer this coupon code that says 50 off, and it basically gets you 50% off. Bulk discounts are completely different. You're basically offering more beats for a lower price point, lower than what it would have cost to get these beats individually. So say for instance, my beats right now for my MP3s, my lowest price point is MP3s at $19.95. Now, if you were to get 4 or 5 of those, you're clear over $100. However, if you were to look at my bulk discount, you would see that I offer 4 MP3s for the price of 30. Which you look at that, and most producers, when they think of these bulk discounts, they have the wrong mindset of them and they don't see the true benefit of what it is. They look at that and say, oh my God, that means that I'm selling my beats for $10 each or less than $10 each. And you have to open your mind. Listen from my perspective just for a second. Before you start looking at this like you're selling your beats for $7.50, because you're not selling for $7.50. You're selling the beats for $30. Now, when you're offering these bulk discounts, there's a few different mindset changes or mindset shifts that you're going to want to have. First of all, think of it like this. You're offering a beat for $19.95. What is it that you're offering? You're offering an MP3. How much did it cost for you to make that MP3? How much did it cost for you to make that beat? Now, one could make the argument, and it's a bit of a stretch to try to say, well, it costs for me to have my internet, it costs for the electricity, but these are expenses you would have anyways, just for your regular lifestyle. So I really don't count those as expenses when it comes to making beats. You could say computer maintenance, but you have to make computer maintenance no matter what kind of line of work you do. So that being said, you have to really look at it and see there's really no overhead. If you're not working out of a studio or operating out of a studio where you have to pay hourly, if you're in your home studio, you really have no overhead. If it's just you, your headphones, and your laptop, you have no overhead. Now, in the case of the bulk deals, what you have to understand is it plays a dual role. The first benefit is this dual role. The first benefit is the fact that here you are, you have a $19.95 price point, right? For your lowest beat. Somebody says, oh, I love this beat. I would love to just get this. Oh, $19.95? Cool. Under 20, I can go for that. But then they see there's a bulk deal. Maybe they even hear a few beats that they really, really like, or even one of them that they kind of like, but they kind of want to take it for a test drive. Guess what? You're asking them to basically pay the difference of $10 to basically get more beats. And for a lot of customers, it's a no-brainer. For them, they're going to say, yeah, hell yeah, I'll pay that extra $10. I get 4 beats total. Why wouldn't I do that? But for you, at the end of the day, that particular customer is worth $30. It's not worth $7.50. No, they didn't get it exclusively. They're leasing. In a leasing business, you got to change your whole perception of what value even actually means. In that situation, it's for the upsell. Secondly, your customer feels like they're getting more bang for their buck. Your customer feels like, here I am getting ready to pay this money. You know what? I can give him $30 or $50 and I can get these 4 joints and I actually leave with a lot more. So really it's a customer service situation where somebody feels like you're willing to work with them. Now I offer bulk discounts sometimes, not just on leases, but on exclusives as well. So I had one time where a guy came through and he bought like 7 or 8 beats. And mind you, my exclusives kind of fluctuate in terms of which ones have certain value. But when it came down to it, we came down to like $2,000 something for those 7 to 8 beats. And I was willing to work with him. And it still was a bit of a discount from what it would have been had he bought every single exclusive individually. So it shows that you're willing to work with him. It's just great customer service. The third benefit, you have an opportunity when somebody buys bulk from you. You have an opportunity to make such a great impact on their project, because if they're taking 4 beats on a 10-track album, or if they're taking 4 beats on a mixtape that's only so many songs or an EP, you're making a tremendous impact on that project. If people gravitate to that project and they say, yo, I love when you rapped on those beats right there. Those beats is crazy. The first thing that comes to their mind is, oh, I have to bring this equation back to my next project. So you are now somebody they look at as a benefit to that project. Now, the flip side of that, if somebody listens to the project and says, man, I hate the way this dude sounds over these beats, but these beats are fire. I got to see what the production is or the production credit. Oh, Curtis King Beats. Let me go Google him and search him out. It brings you new customers. So literally for something that costs you nothing, you sold it for 30 bucks, you got your 4 beats or whatever deal that you're offering, whatever you feel comfortable with. You basically have an opportunity now to make such a tremendous impact on one project. You can get new customers or you can get a great return customer. And lastly, I think it shows customers that you're not here just for the payday, that you're actually here to work with them. When I first got into the leasing business, it took me a little second to kind of rewire my brain about what it means to be selling your beats for so low, right? For somebody that was in the industry and was seeing people who were getting these crazy checks, it just was something that I understood while other producers felt like, oh, it was devaluing or whatever. But when I understood my customer base and when I understood that I have the opportunity to sell to artists that would never have access to a West Coast producer like myself, to artists who they just want quality production and they don't have a major label budget. So in this leasing business, you are basically offering a service that gives artists a fair chance. It gives them a fair opportunity to make an impact with their project. And at the same time, it's not like you're not being compensated for what you're doing. In fact, you're being compensated over and over and over and over and over again for a product that costs you nothing to make, right? It costs you time, which is invaluable, but it doesn't cost you anything in terms of overhead, but you're being compensated for your time and for your work and for your quality and for your significance to that particular artist. In terms of bulk discounts, I like to offer my bulk discounts on my MyFlash store. They offer so many different ways that you can do that. I have a buy one. It used to be buy one, get 3 free, but really now it's just buy 4 for the price of 30 bucks or 4 for 50 or 4 for 100. Experiment with it. Don't go crazy with it. Now, some bulk discounts, I saw one that was like 10 or 100 beats for 10 bucks. I wouldn't quite do that. Now, there is sort of a line that you can step over when it comes to that, but just be reasonable with it. Experiment with it. See what your sales look like. I saw almost an 80% increase in my sales the moment that I started doing the buy one and get 3 free. Because it's just the perception of it. You see that and you're like, no way that he's offering all of that. But in all actuality, you're basically increasing my price point, which used to be 19 bucks. Now it's becoming an average of 30 bucks because of that bulk discount. So you may have different ways you feel about it. I'm happy. I love giving bulk discounts to my customers. Please leave your opinion. I would love to hear your particular stories when it comes to bulk discounts. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Once again, this has been another Producer Motivation 911, Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com.